YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good, and your lives are going even better. From that, we are gonna be jumping into some Nightwish, with the live Elvenpath goodness. Along with an intro, of course. But, you know, they released it a few days ago. Well, like, not a few days, like 5-ish days ago, 6 days ago, something like that. And I've always wanted to hear Floor do Elvenpath, man, because Elvenpath was one of the first songs I ever heard with Tyre. And just Nightwish in general. At least I think it was Tyre. I could be mistaken, but it was one of the first songs I ever heard. Obviously, it's off one of their very first albums. If not their first album, in fact. And either way, we are gonna jump straight into this.
That sounds nice!
Before we even go into Elvenpath, man, that was such a fucking awesome intro. You gotta love it. Just the band showing off everything that they do so very well. Just making the whole atmosphere work so perfectly to just merge into Elvenpath, man. It's just awesome. I'm kind of sad that I won't get to experience it this year. I was meant to see Nightwish in December, but obviously because of virus times, we're having to go into like delaying things, like Epic is delayed till 2022. Nightwish next year, but it could be delayed even further for all I know. So either way, we're just gonna see what happens, and we're just gonna see and experience Floor doing Elvenpath, man. It's gonna be amazing.
Calling calm in silence, accompanied only by the full moon, the howling of a night wolf, and the path under my bare feet, the elven path.
It's so hard to believe that Elvenpath was one of their first songs, you know what I mean? It's like, even now it sounds fucking amazing. Like, I was never a big Taya person. Like, Taya's not really one of my favourite vocalists in the world. Like, so when, like, Taya got kicked out of the band, it was a bad time for Tuma. And it was a bad time for the band. But it actually improved the band in terms of, like, getting singers that I actually preferred. Like, I preferred Annette over Taya, and I prefer Floor over Taya, obviously. And, yeah, just hearing Floor perform Elvenpath, even when she's feeling a bit sick, because if you look in the comments of the video, you see that Floor mentioned that she's not feeling very well during this show. She's just feeling a little bit under the weather. So she's not quite up to 100% in her own words, though that's very difficult to tell within the music itself, as it just sounds very amazing, and it sounds very cool to actually listen to. Elvenpath itself is a very, very instrumental focused song with all of the amazing keyboard work and guitar work and drum work. It just really makes the song pop. It's not really about lyrics so much and about vocals so much like some of the other Nightwish songs actually are. The song is pure just about the dramatic power and the pure nerdy times of doing a lot of Lord of the Rings themed music, which is awesome and kind of appeals to my nerdy side quite a bit. Just like a lot of the Nightwish songs have so many different themes going around science and fantasy and power metal themes, but just done in a completely symphonic way, which is awesome just to hear the symphonic elements just burst within Elvenpath, and just how even these days it sounds so modern. It sounds like it could have been written yesterday, you know what I mean? It doesn't sound off, it doesn't sound bad. Like a lot of bands' earlier songs generally sound worse as time goes up, but Elvenpath is one of those exceptions that just sounds amazing no matter what era you hear it in. If it's your first time ever hearing Elvenpath, then obviously you're gonna be blown away by it. If it's your thousandth time like me, but I heard it when it was not first released, but when I was a teenager, like, it just blows you away with how fucking amazing it actually is, especially in 2020. And I'm talking way too much, man. I enjoyed it, it was awesome. Floor's vocals amazing as always. The band was fucking out of this world, just making Elvenpath work so well, with the intro building into it that just made the whole song work. Have a wonderful day, evening, or nights, and I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, have an amazing day. Take it easy.